Coach, a start to the opening statement.
Had to fight hard for that one tonight, and when we did. So extremely proud of the team, and big victory for us.
Question?
Hey, do you talk about Blair's play kind of lift she gave you tonight?
I'm sorry, Blair? Blair, yeah, Blair gave us a big lift. Proud of Blair. She, she had. The thing I think I'm most proud of is in the last, coming into this game, had a 3-game winning streak. She had really impacted the team defensively, and it's shown great hustle and improvement in that area. And, I talked to her, for her to be a top-tier player, and we think she's a top-tier talent, she had to put it all together. And it was, unfortunate that her shots weren't falling, but she was taking good shots, and she works every day at it, and so we weren't overly concerned about it. And I text messaged her after the Florida game, 1 for 11, and just wanted to make sure she was in a good spot, and telling her how proud I was of how hard she'd been working on the defensive end. And she, Sunday night, she was just so happy the team had won. She's like, I've already put it behind me, and she came in with a lot of pep in her step in practice, and so really happy for her tonight. It was a big lift for us, especially when you think of Ryan going to the bench with the foul trouble. And we haven't experienced that a whole lot. And she stepped up big, made some shots, and kind of steadied the ship. And there you have a 21-point second quarter with your leading scorer on the bench, so other people stepping up. And I thought Blair was leading the charge in that area. So proud of her. She gave us a big lift tonight.
I think Cole came in and kind of gave you some surprise and necessary minutes. What do you talk about her second quarter, especially? She's playing really good defense on Sierra Johnson. Probably got about 4 or 5 turnovers just by herself. What does she bring tonight?
Well, it was a pretty phenomenal turnaround for her. A couple of weeks ago, she was probably about as low as you could be. Just had not handled things well, and had disciplinary action, and a lot of times that'll just deflate a player and they don't bounce back from it. So you have to give her a ton of credit for coming back and working hard and learning from the situation instead of letting it be something that defined her. And so now tonight, there's no way we win the game without her contribution, and she was really tough. And on a night where we needed it, Sierra Johnson just was, at times you all could see it. It just looked like she was unstoppable out there, and I thought she helped us steady the game a little bit and had that big second quarter that was crucial for us.
You guys harped on transition defense a lot pregame. Do you guys feel like your players did well in that area?
Yeah, we did all right in that area tonight. It didn't hurt us too terribly bad. There were a couple of breakdowns, but I thought for the most part, I think Texas A&M did a nice job. I think they were trying to control the tempo a little bit and slow the game down, and it was tough for us. We had a hard time in the first quarter and a hard time in the third quarter, and so I thought in the fourth we were able to finally get the game at our pace and had a phenomenal fourth quarter. Real proud of the kids for that.
At what point did you know Kennedy Carter wasn't going to play when you did find out? How did that alter your defensive game plan?
Well, listen, she's such an incredible scorer. She is one of the most dynamic, explosive scorers that I've ever seen in my life, not just as a coach, just watching basketball. She is extremely gifted, and so certainly that impacts their team. She's their leading scorer, and it makes it tough. But we found out, right before the tip, we were planning. We worked real hard to try to get ready for their team at full strength, and tough break for them that they weren't at full strength, but it's part of being in this conference, and we're happy we got the win tonight.
Matthew, people like myself now, we get where we expect too much from Ryan. I'm looking at tonight and think, well, she's not having,
She had an average game tonight, right? Yeah.
She goes 24-10, 4 assists.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong?
Well, it's Ryan's fault that's happened, because she just is so consistent. This is the thing why I think she should be considered one of the best players in the country, because she's not one-dimensional. It's not like she's piling up a bunch of points at the expense of something else, like we're hiding her on defense or we're resting her on defense. She's often guarding our the toughest scorer on the other team. She had a huge block tonight that I thought was a sure layup for Texas A&M, and she just found a way to block that shot. She gets tough rebounds, finishes plays. She got a big offensive rebound. So she is a complete player, and she practiced hard. She wanted, she wants to play well, and she wants our team to be good, and she's working hard at it. So. And I think we all understand she needs these kind of games for us to be the team we want to be. So it's important for her to be aggressive, and you see this. Everybody's wondering, why did she get off to slow start scoring? The opponent does not want her to score. They are doing everything they can for her not to score, and she's showing tremendous poise and patience of just working her way through the game. And it's just hard to hold her down over the course of 40 minutes. She, at some point, it's just tough to keep her shut out for that 40 minutes. So we're grateful for how hard she's playing, and she's doing a good job.
Gary said they didn't have anybody that could guard her, and that there wasn't a sports writer in this room that could guard her either. We're a little offended with that. What do you think?
Well, listen, I have so much respect for Gary Blair, and I agree with him 100% on the part about anybody in the room being able to guard her. Now, I think Texas A&M has some good defenders, and they did a good job for a large part of the game, but she's playing well.
Can you give us an update on Kiki at all?
I felt better today, her best day yet, so we're real hopeful that she can return soon. Sunday would be awesome. But then we go into a bye, and so we would really, we think she'll be back on the court. She's trending in that direction. You never know what's going to happen, but it's been a tough few days for her. But she's worked hard to do everything she can to get ready to go, and we'll be happy for her to be back. Hopefully that'll be Sunday, and if not, feel like we'd have a good chance. Then we don't play again till the next Monday, so that'll give her some time. So hopefully we get her back soon.
Matthew, there's nothing ugly about Ryan's game, but I've heard people say about your team on the defensive end that you kind of make the game ugly.
Mm-hmm.
How do you interpret that? Do you like a comment?
Yeah, it's a compliment. We want to be real tough. We want to be as disruptive as possible and as physical within the rules and as tough as we can, because we have to be. We're not overly big. We're probably not the fastest group out there, so we have to get in a stance and commit to fundamentals, and we have to be blue collar, tough, hard-nosed, and disruptive. And so any type of descriptive word that you use that is associated with those things I just talked about, I take as a real compliment.
So ugly is good.
Ugly's very good. If you make the other team look ugly, that's great.
Anything else?
It seems like every time Sabrina Haynes gets pumped up and excited, you kind of do too. And tonight, you were waving at the crowd and everything. What kind of energy does she bring to the team?
Great. She is making daggers in these games where the game's in the balance, and we've worked hard enough to kind of get maybe a 10 or 12 point lead, which is still a bit precarious at times, especially with a good team like Texas A&M. And when you can knock one down to take it from 10 to 13 or 13 to 16 like she did tonight, it's huge plays in the fourth quarter. It's just huge plays in the game. And so we want to win, and I want to win, and I just know when I see a winning play, and she's making winning plays, and so I get very excited when I see those kind of plays, and her positive energy is very contagious, and we love to see her making plays.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.